Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about the universal gun laws that I guess every person got to quote, almost like how a cop have to quote certain things, the Miranda right. Um, in the burner world, it fits too. I wish I had my paper. I printed out the laws so I can say them, but that should be your creed, your motto as well, that you do not, raise your weapon unless it's to, an emergency. Um, just don't, just don't point it at people. Not as to scare tactics, not as to make them fall in line, not to make them obey. Um, it's just simply not right. It's only for self-defense. It's only, for hunting, or I guess you can hunt. It's more, you have to use more of the AEA weapons, but you know, have that same principle with your burner. Don't raise your weapon unless you want to. Understand the laws that comes with just having a firearm, even though it's not a firearm, but it is a less lethal. Heck, it shapes just like a gun. Safety, trigger guard, muzzle, all those things. It applies the same principle. Now, when I take my gun apart, sometimes it's pointed to my face. Unfortunately, this is when I take, the CO2 out the um, the SDXL to inspect it and clean it. But also practice with your burner. Be efficient with it. Know your weapon. Know that it's dependable when you need it to be, and and understand your laws. All laws are not equal. All laws are not the same in every state. I'm not expert on none of this, but I research for what I need for what I need it for. So, and that is for a extra security. Even if there's a fight and this person going back and forth, it's not gonna be the first thing I go to. What I'm gonna go to is de-escalation, talking it down. Now, if I see knives, then I'm instantly, taking. But if I can reason with that person and or walk away from the situation, a lot of people think walking away is some form of cowardice. Man, you're you're totally wrong. I mean, maybe 25 years ago, I used to think that way. Like, oh, that's a form of cowardness. Jesus. I'm 45 and realized I was so dumb and stupid. It is the smartest thing to walk away. We walk away from a lot of things. We can, imagine if we walk away from a bad argument with a spouse or a bad argument with a significant other that saved us so much headache that we're dealing with now. Um, and it's hard. It's hard when you de-escalate. I mean, when you're emotionally up there and you angry and you pissed off. And I'll be the first one to admit, when I'm up there, man, it's not a lot of things that's gonna make me calm down. And I'm the type of person, I got to have the final say. And the final say has got me burnt many times. Not with, jobs or anything, but just with relationships and stuff like that. But once again, you should less lethal for what it's intended to. Is another form of protection. Now, first form of protection, if you can de-escalate, de-escalate. If you can walk away, walk away. If you can fight, go ahead and do that. if you think you win, and then that burner is the last thing, because it seems to me everything and everywhere has cameras, and even you can have a camera and someone step on your right foot, somehow people will interpret that someone stepped on your left foot, and you can clearly see that person step on the right foot. And just, people, it's just this just the age we live in. It's a very social media judge, jury, executioner, by people. So, but once again, know your weapon, know your rules, know when to say no and walk away, and then use your burner as your last source of defense. If you can call the cops, call the cops. Do whatever you got, because what's gonna happen is a lot of people gonna get mouthy and such, and the moment you apply that pressure to them, they're gonna get real snitchy. I've seen it way too many times. I've been in it too many times when people working in juvenile correction. They're like, oh, you ain't this tough, you ain't this or this. And I'm like, I'm the type of person, yo, we ain't gonna do a lot of talking. I'm gonna approve and dominate. Or this ain't, that's how I am. Because in my mind, the moment you start going off and we get in this standstill and I'm trying to walk away, you still don't want to walk away. My very next step is I gotta give it to you, and that's not with talking. That's just with me going and do what I need to do, and then the situation, and then they calm down. That's just how I am. But outside of a work environment, man, I try to walk away, try to leave people alone, try to raise my daughter. Enjoying that time and the things that's precious, which is life, which we just can't get back. And, and we have to think long and hard for our actions. And unfortunately, I know people right now, children right now, not even 6 months ago, like if you listen to my other video, a kid, he out 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday night at a park, and something bad was going to happen. And sure enough, he killed that person over some ego, and now he'll be in jail for about 30-something years now. And that was a 14-year-old boy. 14-year-old boy. What a 14 anything know about life? They don't know anything. They see a couple of Instagrams and their friends, and they think they know everything and they tough. Man, you ain't. A lot of people can fake, but it's the real. But anyway, I'm not gonna continue this video. Just understand the laws, live by them principles, them gun principles. Understand all life is precious. Walk away if you can. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm suggesting you to do as well. So, until next time.